It was touted as the biggest game in State of Origin history. Would Queensland's reign continue, or would this be the end of Origin's greatest ever dynasty? New South Wales' domination at Suncorp in Game 1, followed by their impressive first half at ANZ Stadium, had those south of the border believing that the tide had finally turned. With Queensland's ageing guard another year older, a young and seemingly confident New South Wales team looked destined to lift the Shield in 2017. At 16-6 and well and truly on top, it looked like those in sky blue were going to snatch the Shield from the command of the Maroons with a game to spare. Turning it around, but if that's what was on your mind during that halftime break, you must have a very short memory span, because the Heartbreak Kids went and did it again. The Queenslanders somehow turned it around, and that sinking feeling at the full-time whistle was all too familiar one for those who had been prematurely dreaming of an easy series win. The late drama that they specialize in was typified by Jonathan Thurston's game-winning conversion from out wide to set up a series decider that pitted the physically battered Maroons against the now mentally wounded Blues. So, did Game 3 deliver a quality contest deserving of a blockbusting series decider? Well, if you're from north of the border, you were over the moon at full time, and those from further south were yet again left calling for the heads of those with the most influence to roll. Queensland showed that they encapsulate what State of Origin is all about, with the likes of Inglis, Thurston, Boyd and Scott injured and a total of 26 players used throughout the series. They made easy work of the same 17 who just a few weeks earlier looked unbeatable. JT's absence had most experts tipping New South Wales to recover and get the job done again at Suncorp. The Queenslanders left arguably the form half of the NRL in Daly Cherry Evans out of the squad, but their selection was justified with Cameron Munster, another one of their debutants this series, quite possibly the best player on the field. Along with their always influential and ever-present captain Cameron Smith, the Maroons were just too hot to handle and really should have won the game by a greater margin. Disappointing Bluester New South Welshman didn't contribute nearly enough to make this game the ultimate spectacle for rugby league. Some players tried hard, the efforts of others would have incensed their supports, but nobody was truly impressive. As a whole, they couldn't manage a single line break, missed almost twice as many tackles as the opposition, and a completion rate of 73% just isn't good enough for a game of this magnitude. But New South Wales' greatest Origin player, Andrew Johns, made the most damning assessment of all. His post-game statement that NSW just really don't get it is impossible to debate at a time where the Queenslanders have won 11 of the last 12 series. When the necessary commitment and determination is required at the crucial moments, those who do get it rise to the top. At 16-6 in Game 2, and with their backs against the wall, those in maroon showed the spirit that is well and truly ingrained in the never-say-die attitude to find a way to turn the game around. But when the score was 16-6 in Game 3, and with the series on the